the right computer processor for your needs is one of the key choices you make in your buying journey. Here's why it's important. The computer processor is a chip in your computer that helps it run. It's known as the Central Processing Unit, or CPU. Think of the CPU like the brain of the computer, telling other components, such as the disk drive, RAM, or GPU, what to do. From turning up your speaker volume and opening an app, to telling the screen what to show you, and much more, the CPU does a lot. There are many options to choose from depending on what you plan to use your computer for. Intel and AMD are the most common manufacturers, and they each have a few different series of processors. For example, the Intel Core i5 or AMD Ryzen 5 processors are great for everyday use. They'll keep you productive and help you multitask with ease. Lower numbers in these series, like the Intel Core i3 or AMD Ryzen 3, may be more budget-friendly and let you easily browse on the web or work on documents. Higher numbers in the series, like the Intel Core i7 and i9 or the AMD Ryzen 7 and 9, give you more power for editing videos and photos or playing graphic-intensive games. Processors are updated frequently and keep similar names. Buying a new PC usually means you're getting the latest version of the processor. There are a lot of other options to consider, so it's important to think about how you'd like to use your PC before choosing the processor that meets your needs and budget. Hope that helps. As you're deciding on your next PC, it might be surprising to find out you'll need to consider graphics. That's because graphics aren't just for gamers. The part of the computer that handles graphics is known as the Graphics Processing Unit, or GPU. A GPU is sometimes called a video or graphics card, so if you hear that, they're essentially talking about the same thing. The GPU helps with things like graphics, effects, and video. The GPU is important for a lot of different kinds of work, from video editing and design to working with architectural files and even machine learning. GPUs come in two types, integrated and discrete. Integrated GPUs are built into the motherboard with the CPU. This allows laptops to be ultra-thin, less expensive, and power-efficient. They'll work well for some gaming, light video editing, or working with photos. These are great for most people. Discrete GPUs are their own separate part and plugged into the motherboard. They are larger and consume more power, but they help the computer run intense graphics, effects, and video. If you do photo or video editing, design work, or if you game a lot, you'll want one of these. There are a lot of different options ranging in price and performance from several manufacturers, so it's important to research your requirements before choosing a discrete GPU. You can usually find information about specific app or game requirements at the developer's website. Hope that helps. Your computer buying journey will inevitably lead to the question of what RAM is and how much you need. Let's explain. RAM is short for Random Access Memory and is often just called memory. Memory is not storage or where you keep your files. That's the disk drive. Instead, think of RAM like short-term memory. When you have a file or app open, it loads from the disk drive onto RAM, and then you work with it. When you close the file or app, it leaves RAM. This happens because RAM is much faster at reading and writing information than a disk drive, and it isn't designed to store information long-term. The more memory you have, the more your computer can do at one time without slowdowns in performance. So this brings us back to the main question: how much memory do you need? If you primarily browse the web, work on documents, or stream videos online, 4 GB will work, though we recommend 8 GB or more to keep your computer running smoothly now and long-term. If you're editing videos, working with high-resolution photos, or working on anything that demands higher performance, you'll want to have at least 16 GB. Hope that helps!